On Christmas Eve, a heartwarming unveiling. In the quaint town of Everwood, Christmas was always a season of joy. Families came together in the warmth of their homes, sharing laughter and exchanging gifts. The town square sparkled with colorful lights and festive decorations, creating a lively and inviting atmosphere. However, this Christmas Eve brought an unexpected twist as an unsettling presence cast its shadow over the unsuspecting residents. The Anderson family, renowned for their lively Christmas gatherings, chose their historic Victorian home as the venue for the annual celebration. Guests, bundled in scarves and coats, arrived with visible breath in the crisp winter air. Inside, a cozy ambience prevailed, enhanced by the scent of freshly baked cookies and the flickering candlelight casting a warm glow on antique furniture. As the clock struck midnight, an unexplained chill permeated the room. The fire in the hearth flickered and dimmed, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Mr. Anderson, a genial man with a rosy-cheeked smile, excused himself to investigate the sudden drop in temperature. Ascending the creaky staircase, the floorboards groaning beneath his weight, he discovered an old, dusty box tucked away in the attic. Filled with curiosity, he opened the box to reveal a collection of vintage Christmas ornaments, each more peculiar than the last. These ornaments depicted scenes of unsettling cheer: snowmen with menacing grins, angels with hollow eyes, and elves holding sinister-looking gifts. As Mr. Anderson examined the ornaments, an inexplicable shiver ran down his spine. Unbeknownst to him, the essence of the ornaments began to permeate the air, spreading a malevolent energy throughout the house. Downstairs, the guests continued to revel, unaware of the subtle change in the atmosphere. As the night progressed, the once jovial gathering took a dark turn. Laughter evolved into nervous whispers, and the festive decorations seemed to take on a sinister tone. The once amiable snowmen now appeared to mock, and the hollow eyes of the angels followed the movements of those below. A palpable sense of unease settled over the Anderson home, and the guests couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. The children, once brimming with excitement, now clung to their parents, their wide eyes reflecting a mix of fear and confusion. Amidst the unsettling atmosphere, a mysterious figure emerged from the shadows. Dressed in tattered clothes and bearing a haunting resemblance to the sinister figures on the ornaments, the figure approached Mr. Anderson. With a twisted smile, it whispered cryptic words that sent chills down his spine. The once festive Christmas party had transformed into a surreal nightmare. Desperate to escape the oppressive atmosphere, the guests fled the Anderson home, leaving behind the eerie ornaments and the haunting figure. The town of Everwood would never forget that fateful Christmas Eve, a night when the line between festive cheer and unsettling darkness blurred, leaving a lingering sense of unease in the air for years to come. The chilling tale of the Christmas specter. In the serene village of Wintertown, where snow-covered streets echoed with an unsettling silence, a long-standing legend whispered among the locals. As winter winds howled through the skeletal branches of ancient evergreen trees, tales of the frozen specter lingered in hushed tones. According to the legend, every Christmas Eve, a ghostly figure emerged from the nearby forest. Draped in tattered garments and holding a lantern that emitted an otherworldly glow, the spectral entity roamed desolate streets in search of lost souls. Legends spoke of the chilling touch of the frozen specter, leaving those unfortunate enough to encounter it in a perpetual state of coldness. The Johnson family, newcomers to Wintertown, initially dismissed these tales as folklore. They settled into their cozy cottage, adorning it with twinkling lights and festive ornaments in an attempt to bring warmth to the frosty night. However, as Christmas Eve approached, an unshakable unease settled over them. On the fateful night, the village was blanketed in thick snow, muting the usual sounds of the season. The Johnsons gathered around their fireplace, the crackling flames offering scant solace against the encroaching cold. At midnight, an eerie stillness descended upon Wintertown. A faint, distant sound resonated through the frosty air, an ethereal melody sending shivers down the spines of the Johnsons. Peering through frosted windows, breath visible in the frigid air, they witnessed the soft glow of a lantern approaching through the snow-filled darkness. The frozen specter materialized before them, its form wavering like a phantom. The air grew colder, ornaments on the Christmas tree rattling softly. The room lost its warmth, replaced by an unsettling chill that penetrated to the core of their beings. The ghostly figure extended its icy hand toward the family, hollow eyes fixed on theirs. Unnatural coldness seeped into the Johnsons' bones, freezing them from the inside out. Desperation clawed at their hearts as they realized the village legend was more than fanciful folklore. With a final, haunting wail, the frozen specter vanished into the snowy night, leaving the Johnsons trapped in an eternal winter within their once warm home. Wintertown awoke the next morning to find the Johnson cottage eerily silent, windows frosted over, and its occupants lost the icy embrace of the Christmas legend. Henceforth, the legend of the frozen specter took on a new level of dread in Wintertown. This chilling tale served as a stark reminder that, on Christmas Eve, the line between folklore and reality blurred in the spectral shadows of the snow-covered village. A haunting Christmas harmony. In the town of Greenwood, a place steeped in history with winding cobblestone streets and centuries-old buildings, the Christmas season ushered in a mix of festive joy and tales from days gone by. At the center of these traditions stood the Thompson residence, a house with decades of holiday memories. However, as the townspeople gathered for their annual celebrations, a subtle unease settled over the home. The Thompson family, the current occupants of the historic house, were no strangers to the whispers of mysterious occurrences during the holiday season. Local legends spoke of faint carol melodies echoing through the halls and lights that flickered without explanation. Though some dismissed these stories as mere folklore, the family couldn't ignore the peculiar atmosphere that surrounded their home. On Christmas Eve, as the family gathered around a beautifully adorned tree in the living room, a soft piano melody permeated the air. Puzzled glances were exchanged, for none among them played the piano. The hauntingly beautiful music seemed to carry with it the weight of forgotten memories. As the evening unfolded, the lights on the Christmas tree flickered intermittently, casting eerie shadows on the walls. Mrs. Thompson, nervously adjusting the bulbs, attributed the odd occurrences to faulty wiring. Yet, despite her efforts, a subtle chill lingered, tinging the family's holiday cheer with an unspoken unease. In the midst of the celebration, Emily, the youngest member of the family, claimed to have glimpsed a shadowy figure in the hallway. Mrs. Thompson, dismissing it as a product of an overactive imagination, paid little heed. However, as the night deepened, the persistent sense of being watched could not be ignored. The Thompsons delved into the town's history, discovering that their house once belonged to a family with a tragic past. The son, a talented pianist, had perished in a winter storm many years ago. Local lore suggested that his spirit lingered, finding solace in the music that echoed through the halls during Christmas. At the stroke of midnight, the piano music swelled, filling the house with a poignant melody. The family, now more intrigued than frightened, listened with a mix of awe and trepidation. The flickering lights on the tree seemed to dance to the rhythm of the unseen pianist. In that moment, a sense of understanding and acceptance enveloped the Thompson family. Instead of fearing the presence, they embraced it as a part of the town's rich history. The Christmas celebration continued with newfound warmth, acknowledging the spectral pianist as a silent guest in their festivities. The legend of the Thompson residence persisted in Greenwood, not as a horror story, but as a reminder that, sometimes during a holiday season, the echoes of the past find a way to join in the celebration, creating a unique blend of the supernatural and the joyous.